Hello there, this is MusicMan0150, also known as Gary, and yes, I am back with more videos here on YouTube. And you probably wondered what's been going on with me. Well, just to give you a little summary, I've been pretty active with performing music and doing a lot of computer repairs, and of course with the Christmas holiday that just passed and the New Year's holiday that just passed and everything else going on, I hadn't had time to produce any new videos for you, but now I'm back again and hope to keep these videos going and always providing new information for you and new tips on how to do things, and try to keep my YouTube channel active with all kinds of new information. So anyway, I am back, and first want to show you a little bit of what has been going on here around the house. And as you can see, I'm in my media storage room, and if you take a look, I did some major cleaning up. In fact, yesterday and the day before, I came in here and consolidated a lot of the stuff that I have. Before today, this room was cluttered with all kinds of boxes just thrown all over the place, and tapes laying all over, CDs laying all over. But now, as you can see, I got it pretty well organized. And let's get a little light on the subject here. That way you could really see what I've done. See, those shelves right there, they were just accumulated with stuff unorganized. But what I've done is I've taken that shelf and put all the extra videotapes that I had no room for there. And the boxes that I had the tapes in are in the shop right now, because I'm probably going to use those for recycling stuff or probably give more stuff away. But as you can see, I have plenty of walking room now, and I can get around in here and get what I need when I need it. This wall here that you're looking at has all the crates on it, because I think I told you in previous videos that this floor was not put in correctly. I think it was put in correctly, and then what happened was when the workers came in to install the glass block window, they were walking on the floor I think the day after or 2 days after the cement was poured in, and it sunk. And so that's why I think the floor is unlevel, because it was walked on before it was really solid. So I had to make some provisions and put in put the crates on this wall that you're looking at, and the cabinets are on this wall. And fortunately, it worked out where the cabinets were able to stand on the floor on this side of the room, even these shelves. And there you can see the glass block window that they had put in. But I came up with an idea where I can actually gain more space on this wall, and that is Amazon.com has these shelves. They're chrome. They're made out of chrome, and what makes them unique is that they have levelers. The feet are adjustable, that you can make the shelf level on an uneven floor. So I'm seriously thinking about getting those shelves and put them in here. And then that's going to give me even more room, because then I can stack stuff on the shelves And this wall here can utilize, you know, it'll be utilized with shelving to store more stuff. Because you figure that's about, well, I'm going to say this room is about 7 feet in height, and those CD racks there are probably, I'm guessing I measured them the other day, but roughly, without doing another accurate measurement, I'm going to guess that they're about almost 3 feet tall, maybe about 2.5 feet tall. So if you figure that, and then this blank wall space here, that's about 4 feet, you know, with nothing there. And even going across, you know, that's quite a bit of space, just, you know, wasted with nothing there. So, you know, naturally I'm not going to hang anything there, so I figured get some shelving and put it on that wall, and then I can, you know, get more of this stuff off the floor, because those shelves will hold up to, I think it said maybe like 300 pounds distributed evenly. So, you know, and what I have isn't that heavy, so I'll be able to accumulate a lot of stuff there. But speaking of shelving, you can see here that I've organized all of this, and you can see I got all my televisions and tape decks and other boxes over here. In fact, what I'm going to do is pause this video a minute, and I'm going to move this big red box out of the way so you can see the organization I did on the shelves. Okay, now as you can see, I moved that big red box. It's actually, what that is a trap box for drum equipment, but because there's no vehicle big enough to use that to haul drums in and drum hardware in, I use it for storage. So anyway, getting back to the shelving over here, now you can see what I've done. Down here on the bottom, you can see the televisions that I've shown in a previous video. But look above the TVs. You can see that there's space there that was just wasted. So what I had done was lay some stuff on top of the TVs to get it off the floor and utilize the space more efficiently. And being that the TVs are just stored, sorry about that, my finger was getting in the way. Being that the TVs are just stored for right now, I'm storing stuff on top. And you can see here, that's one of the big boom boxes I have. I just laid it there so it wouldn't be on the floor. The same with this shelf. You can see I have a little amplifier sitting there on top of a TV, computer keyboard behind that. And then on this shelf are more televisions. You've seen this TV. And on top of that TV, there's I put another little stereo receiver. And then there's my other DVD player combo, VCR combo. And then these two televisions you haven't seen yet in detail. I'll have to make a video and show you these two TVs. These are more of the RCA TVs that you've seen in previous videos, but you can see how one is a brown and gold one with a painted football player on it, and then the other one, believe it or not, the other one is a silver one, which is very, very close to the silver one I used to have when I was very little. The only difference about this silver one is that the frame is black, not silver. But still, it's very, very close to what I had. And then over here, you can see I have the 3 Optimus SCT-36 tape decks, which at the present moment None of them are actually working in top peak performance. Each one has something differently wrong with them. And so what I want to try to do is make either one good one out of all three of them, or at least get two of them running decent enough and keep the third one for parts. And then here's another tape deck on top of this television, which is a third SCT-87 unit. Actually, this one was one that I had, whereas the third one that I acquired is over here. This is the better of the two that are stored in here. So there's another SCT-87 cassette deck there. And then the televisions here, these are more TVs that I acquired. This is another Sears, and this is a Panasonic. And so I'll show you those in detail sometime. And then these shelves here have all the boxes of all my parts and extra radios and speakers and whatever parts I need. It's all here organized on these shelves now. So that pretty much covers this room. And so we'll pause the video again and then take you into the workshop. Okay, here I am now in the workshop, and as you can see, there's been some changes in here. You can see there on the workbench, I was just testing out yet another radio cassette combination system, and whether you realize it or not, this is one of 3 of these units now. Yes, I've shown you 2 of them in no, actually I showed you just, let's see, I'm trying to think. I think I showed you 2 of these. Well, this is the third one, and you can see how great shape it is, and you can see how the handle is intact. The controls work fine. There's no dents at all in the grill. So this one is actually almost in mint condition, for being the age that it's in. So I was just testing that unit out, because one week I did take it to band practice, and for some reason it did eat a cassette tape on me. So I thought, well, maybe I'll go ahead and use it today. I mean, not today, but last night. But then I remembered that, it was kind of ugly outside, and I thought I should protect this one and really not, carry it around much. So the one that I have like that with the broken handle, I took, because it records and it plays fine just the same. But being that the handle's broke, if that one got a little bit beat up, it's no big deal. So that's why I used that other one. But anyway, getting back to the shop in general here, you can see that, yes, I've acquired some more stuff that's been set up in here too. You can see there's a computer that I had acquired from a church. They were getting rid of it. That's a Dell GX 260, and what's nice about it, it's very compact, and I'm thinking what I'd like to do eventually is stick that computer, once I get more memory installed in it again, because I had to pull the memory out for another computer. What I'd like to do is put that machine on top of that big white Dell and have 2 under there. Then I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with those drives that are sitting there too. And there you can see there's some old computers down there. Those I want to try to hang on to as long as I can. They're out of the way, so they're not they're not in the way of anything. So I'm going to try to hang on to those as long as I can. You see there with nothing in it, I do want to try to rebuild that one. So I have to look for a motherboard that'll fit, and I do think I have one. I just haven't taken the time to, you know, to experiment with it and work with it to try to, you know, rebuild it. But I do have all the parts needed to actually rebuild that case, to make it an actual functioning computer again. And then here are the TVs that have been sitting here, with the exception of that little one. That's another one I've acquired. And you can see how this one is very unique. All the controls are on the top. Emerson was probably the only manufacturer that might have done that. They've you know, made their TVs the cube ones. I call it a cube set because you can see it's almost a perfect square. So you can see how it's a perfect square, and then all the controls are on the top. So I'll have to show you that one at some point too. And then of course over here is pretty much the same computers stack. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with those yet. My finger keeps getting in the way, sorry. Here you can see my little workbench. That I have to organize yet. I might do that tomorrow. Try to clean that up a little bit, because that was a project I was actually working on and I never did anything more with it, and it's been over a year since I've done anything with that, so I definitely want to try to get moving on that. And then look here on the wall. Yes, I've added some extra speakers for testing and listening purposes when I'm at this little workbench. Those two black ones are the wireless speakers that I demonstrate in another video. And then those two Minimus 3 realistic speakers I've acquired. And those actually have the original drivers in them. They never were changed. And I probably do want to change the drivers in them soon, but I haven't decided yet, because I'm thinking to myself, should I leave them as original? You know, should I leave them in the original condition, or should I go ahead and modify them? And something tells me I should leave them as original, because there's nothing wrong with them, and I would have a pair in the original state. And then there's a 8-inch baffle wall speaker from Radio Shack, and that has the original 8-inch in it. And it's the same, the casing is the same as that one up there, and then there's another one behind that television that I showed you in another video when I had to repair the speaker that was in it. Actually, since that video, the driver that's in that gray speaker cabinet has been changed again, so that the speakers in those two cabinets match. The one on this cabinet, though, is patched because there was a hole accidentally poked through it, but I was able to patch it. And then that one over there is in perfect condition. There's no tears or anything in it. So that pretty much summarizes the shop. Now there's one more area I want to show you, and that is my new entertainment room at the foot of the stairs. Okay, we're now in the entertainment room at the foot of the stairs. And as you can see, there's been some major changes in here. In fact, this little room here is now my sitting room and bedroom. That's right. And you can see I have a television over there. And I did put a computer in here because at night sometimes I like to just sit in my easy chair and, you know, do things on the computer, whether it's video projects or audio projects, or check email. And so I have a Dell 4600 PC in here with a Dell monitor, and you can also see the big RCA TV here with the video sender on top of it, and that video sender I use to transmit the signal to that television when I'm laying in bed, because I can't turn this TV to face the bed, so I put that TV over there and can turn that one and face it towards me. And here's the little stereo system, excuse me, with the big speakers that I showed you yet in another video. And doggone it, my finger still keeps getting in the way. I gotta watch how I hold this camera so my finger doesn't start creeping up towards the lens. But anyway, this is the setup, and this is pretty much the modification that I've done down here in the basement. And so with that, that's an update on what's been happening thus far. I do want to start showing you some of the new things that I have in more detail, and kind of give you some tips and tricks on more repairs, and show you some more music stuff and all kinds of great things. Try to keep the channel active so that those of you that have been a subscriber aren't getting bored with the old videos that I already have up. And I think what I'm going to do too is I'm going to start removing some videos, not because of lack of interest, but because of they're just outdated, like, you know, some of those that I have about the school, the old high school. I don't know, I haven't decided yet what I want to keep and what I want to remove. I might not remove anything if they're all okay. And if there's any that need re-uploaded, I will definitely do that in a better quality, because I think I still have the original source where I made them from. So anyway, that's going to do it for now. I'm going to go have some lunch and try to get some other things done around here. So until next time, this is MusicMan0150, also known as Gary, signing off. And hope everybody has a great day or night whenever you're watching it. And do write comments, and I will try my best to respond. And hopefully we'll get this channel active with more videos for your enjoyment.